Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EURUSD. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
Welcome everybody, guys. So there were a lot of questions on forum about the double repo, what's double repo, what really could happen here, different scenarios, if market will give us the close above the 3x3, if not, if it will turn to retracement instead of turn to the downward breakout instead of the retracement, how we should treat this, and what scenarios are possible with this pattern that we are talking about. So first of all, guys, those of you who are not familiar with the Judd-Napoli technique and do not know what double repo is, so this is a kind of the directional pattern. So in the terms of the Judd-Napoli, it means that direction overrules trend. So he treats his directional patterns as the more important than the trend, and particularly the direction is estimated by the directional pattern, not the trend. So, and this is a kind of the strong pattern that suggests the definite action as soon as it will be formed. So, particularly speaking, the double repo is the bullish reversal pattern. It could be short term when the market could reach just a minor target. Usually, it's the 50% resistance of the thrust, or it could be major reversal pattern. So that could lead to the major reversal. The market really could continue to move higher. So so you need to take a look at the double repo in the context of the higher time frame. So currently, we just think that double repo should lead to, if of course it will be formed, should lead to moderate retracement. So we expect it should be somewhere at 21.50 area if it will be formed. Just because market shows some in-housing on the downward action and stands at the weekly result, so we have talked about the background of this trade in our weekly research. Now, double repo consists of two major points. First of all, we need the thrust down. So I will not talk about the conditions of the thrust, but I just will say here that this thrust is suitable for us for a double repo. Then we use the 3x3 moving average. So 3x3, it means that simple moving average, 3-period simple moving average, shifted forward for the 3 periods. So if you would like to place it in the MetaTrader, you need to add here in the shift field number 3. So it means that the simple, when we use simple moving average, it will move for the 3 periods ahead. So that is the indicator that Judd-Napoli use. Now, a thrust has completed. We need to close above the 3x3, so we've got it. Market should not reach with this close major fib level of the thrust. So you can see here that indeed this has happened. So with this upward action, we have traded this moment. Recently, market has reached just 120 area and starting drop down. Now we need the second, we need close below 3x3, so we've got it yesterday. And it will be preferable if market will create the new lows, but at the same time these lows should be very close to each other. They should not be too different. And now we are getting in this moment. And finally, when the market will be confirmed, we need to second close above the 3x3. That will be moment whereby the Judd-Napoli framework, we need to think about taking the long position. So at this moment, pattern is treated as confirmed, and following the logic and the Judd-Napoli technique, market should continue to move higher. That's why we're closely watching for double repos on the markets, because they were important signal. At the same time, Euro has really good background and some advantages compared to some other markets. For example, on the gold market, on the Great British Pound, because Euro right now stands not just at some level or just forming as a double repo, but market is oversold on the weekly chart, and that's very important because market physically has the problems for downward continuation. So it will be really a problem for the market right now to continue move down. Also, guys, pay attention to this dropping yesterday. It was really fast. and it means that it's a very important sign, because it means that traders indeed think that this is downward continuation. So there's some new sellers step in with this downward action that would treat that it's just minor retracement, and that is downward continuation. And wash and rinse is also good, because take a look, the market has taken out of these lows and creating such, here slightly lower lows. It means that those who place stop entry orders on the breakout of this level also right now stands in, and their stops have been placed right here. It's very important. Now, as you can see, market is struggling with this support area, and the supports really works. So you can see this our XLP target has been completed. It's also weekly oversold. So chances on the bounce here is not really bad. But still, we do not have yet the confirmed double repo pattern in place, because we need the second close above. So what we will be watching today on the 4-hour time frame chart. Here's two moments that we'd like to watch to show you. First of all, let's take a look at this wash and rinse is forming, as I said, because that is the lows, and this is minor spike lower, regenerate back up. You can see that you're trying to accelerate further up. So these traders who taking the position in this drop now could appear on the wrong side, and this will be screamed for let me out when this upward action starts to develop. So everything goes currently very good, so I don't see any problems with the forming of the double repo here. Everything stands as it should be. On the intraday chart, guys, here we probably could talk on the 2 moments. By the Jordan-Napoli framework, it's not possible to, all but to say it's possible, but Jordan-Napoli recommends to not anticipate the completion of the double repo. So when you see the signs of double repo, he said that's better to not take position before it will be confirmed. Here, guys, but I know that you're acting differently. Some of you trying to do this, and so what we have here is a kind of the double repo lookalike is forming. Why it's lookalike? Because thrust actually, guys, is not bad. Because take a look on this downward thrust, we do not have any close below that has reached the major resistance. Here this was less than that 3.8 retracement. Here is just the 3.8 of the recent leg, but from the whole thrust, market has not quite reached the 3.8 retracement. Besides, market has dropped below the previous lows, and now is closing above. So this is a kind of the double repo lookalike. It really could become the starting point of the possible upward action. So here, if you will take position in this moment, this will be very risky, but the possible result, it could be performance, it could be also maximum. So another opportunity to think about taking the position is to get some bullish reversal pattern at the second bottom of the double repo. Butterfly, we will not get the butterfly here because market hasn't quite reached the 1.7 extension, but here it could be kind of the hand shoulders pattern could be formed. If market, for example, will move this to this area and shows retracement here, maybe guard steeple to buy will be formed here. This is another opportunity for taking the position on the intraday chart if you would like to do this. Stop could be placed below the significant support area and below the weekly reversal that we have. So this is, as usual, the compromise between the anticipation and better entry point. So if you would like to anticipate, you are getting the better entry point, but you have more risk. But if you are waiting for a clear confirmation, you get the worse entry point and less risk, but your entry point also will be worse. So that's choice stance is up to you. But the fact that market indeed feels some problem with the downward continuation, you can see this pullback that's standing, well, I think that's really, we could get something around this area. At least it's worth it to our attention. So as a bottom line, for daily traders, if you trade on a daily chart, you just keep watching and see when the double repo will be confirmed, and then you make the decision whether to take the position or not. For other traders, you could, for example, try and take position on the potential double bottom, placing stop below these lows, because, guys, market right now has no reasons to drop here. If indeed reversal will happen and if retracement will start, there's no reasons to show another wash and rinse or something of that sort, because the major target already has been met. Market at weekly oversold. So the only reason for a downward drop here is could be the breakout and downward continuation, but In this case, if this will really happen and will not get the double ripple pattern on the daily, it just will mean that market's very, very bearish, because if it will ignore the significant support area, ignore the weekly reversal, it will tell us something. In all other conditions, if the upward action will start, so it should start somewhere from this point. Or keep an eye on the hourly chart. Wait a different degree of the confirmation. Maybe some, as I said, here it could be catalyst triple to buy will be formed, or maybe hand shorts or something of that sort. Maybe you'll use this double ripple look-alike pattern. So it looks a bit ugly, but it's taking into consideration whole picture that we have on the follow time frame chart, on the daily, or maybe this market really could start the action somewhere from something of that kind. So I think that tomorrow we should get the final answer of what we will get here. Either the breakout in our suggestion on the upward retracement will fail, or indeed upward bounce will start.